Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most powerful and, let's be honest, often wasted assets you have: client testimonials. We're going to break down a super simple framework to get feedback that tells a truly compelling story. Okay, let's just dive right in. You know that feeling, don't you? You've poured your heart and soul into a client's project. You deliver amazing results, and then you ask for a testimonial. You're waiting for that glowing feedback, and then crickets. Or worse, it just falls totally flat. You get something like this: "They were great to work with." I mean, it's nice, right? It's positive. But does it really capture the incredible value you provided? Does it convince a potential new client that you're the one they need to hire? No way. It's generic, it's forgettable, and honestly, it's basically useless for your marketing. See, the problem here isn't your work. Your work is great. The problem is the way we ask for feedback. We leave it way too open-ended, and our clients, even with the best intentions, just don't know how to put into words the real impact we've had on them. So, this is the big mindset shift we need to make. We have to stop collecting reviews and start guiding stories. You can see the difference right here. A vague review? It's all about you and uses generic praise. A story of transformation? That focuses on the client's journey, shows specific results, and is absolutely impossible to forget. So, the big question is, how do we actually guide that story? Well, it all starts with a simple but really powerful framework that's designed to create that perfect narrative every single time. Think about it. Every great story you've ever heard has a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning is the problem, the middle is the transformation, and the end is that amazing recommendation. To get this story, we're going to use a really simple framework called B.A.T to cover all our bases. So let's break this down. Let's see how the B.A.T framework builds that compelling narrative, step by step. Trust me, this little acronym is about to be your new best friend when it comes to getting feedback. E.A.T. It stands for before, after, and tell. That's it. Each part corresponds to a really key element of your client's success story. It's just a simple three-part structure to guide your client and get the exact info you need. First up, B is for before. You know, every great story needs a challenge, right? A villain, even. This is where you establish that pain point. What was the struggle? What was the problem that was keeping them up at night before you came into the picture? And you get this by asking one super direct question: what were you struggling with before you hired me? This simple question sets the stage perfectly and creates that emotional hook for the transformation that's about to come. Next, A is for after. Ah, this is the good part. This is the payoff, the victory. And here, we want to capture specific, tangible results. This is not about feelings, it's about facts. What actually changed for the better? The question for this part is just as direct. What specific results did you experience as a result of working with me? This question pushes them beyond just saying, "it was great," and gets you those powerful, concrete outcomes that build so much trust and credibility. And finally, T is for tell. This is the part where your happy client gets to speak directly to your future client. They're essentially giving advice to someone who is standing in the exact same spot they were before they hired you. And the question that unlocks this whole thing is, what would you say to anyone considering hiring me? This creates such a powerful direct endorsement. It's peer-to-peer advice, and let me tell you, that is one of the most persuasive marketing tools on the entire planet. Okay, so now we have the framework. How do we actually put it into action? Well, the best part about this is that it is incredibly simple. You don't need some complicated system. You just need the right questions and an easy way to get them to your client. It all comes down to just 3 questions. That's it. 3. 3 targeted questions that guide your client through the entire B.A.T framework from start to finish. So let's put it all together one more time. The first question, that absolutely nails the before. The second one, that locks in the after. And the third, well, that delivers the tell. These 3 questions are the entire engine you need to get a story-driven testimonial. And getting this out to your clients is so easy. You can use a simple email template that just frames the request and lists out those 3 questions. Or you could send a link to a clean little questionnaire. The whole goal is to make it completely effortless for your client to give you incredible feedback. Now, to make those testimonials even more credible, the templates also suggest a couple of optional add-ons. Asking for a name and a headshot puts a real human face to the story, which is huge for building trust. And including an optional deadline can be that little gentle nudge they need to get a response back to you. All right, so after all of this, what is the one thing you absolutely need to walk away with today? What is the core idea that is going to change how you think about testimonials forever? If you remember one thing, make it this: stop asking for reviews and start guiding stories. By providing a simple structure like the B.A.T framework, you're not putting words in their mouth. You are handing them the microphone so they can share the incredible value you provided in their own words. Your clients are walking around right now with amazing stories of transformation. By using this simple 3-question framework, you can finally capture them. So, the only question left is, whose success story will you tell next? If you don't have the time to create your own templates, feel free to grab our B.A.T templates at HIScoach Training Academy.